So comment down below if you had a non-revving nightmare. I would love to hear about it actually. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Y'all, today I'm actually walking to my mother's house from my house, which is normally a 5-minute drive for me, but my car is out of commission right now. But I'm using my headphones today because, as you know, I live in New York City, and I don't know if you guys can hear me, so I want you guys to hear every word that I say. So I'm using my headphones. I'm out of breath. But I'm gonna tell you guys about my non-revving nightmare I just had this past week. I don't know how commuters do it, but I thank God every day that I'm not commuting. So basically this past weekend, I went to the Dominican Republic, and I went on Saturday the 18th, came back August 21st, I think. So I non-rev there clearly because I have the benefits. I took Delta there, but after a big mishap, like I was supposed to take American with my cousin, but some things happened. I got sick, so I had to leave later until I felt better. So I took Delta there, straight flight. Hold on, this truck is passing. So I took Delta, and we actually got there around the same time, so we proceeded to take our shuttle to the resort. But y'all, when it was time to come back, I planned to take Delta or American, but American would have been a connecting flight, so I was aiming for Delta. But the first flight out at that day, because our shuttle going back was 3 a.m., so I went to the airport with my cousin, and I knew that I would have some problems trying to get back, so I went to the airport from early. I literally listed for every freaking flight they had out of there. All American, all Delta, couldn't get nothing. So I knew JetBlue had a 1 p.m. flight going out, so I listed for them through my Zed fares. And Zed fare is a little bit more expensive than using my own benefits on American and Delta. So I listed for JetBlue. Didn't make that flight. I listed for the next one, I think that was like 2 hours later, and didn't make it. I'm out of breath. Oh, tired, but anyway. So what I've noticed now when I was looking at the list for JetBlue was that everybody that was on the standby list for American and Delta had now tried to Zed on JetBlue. So this whole list carried on from American and Delta. We all just trying to get home at this point. Clearly nobody misses flights in DR. And DR, I noticed that these gate agents give them too many chances to come to the plane. It was crazy. I know in the US, they will call people names twice and that's it. If you're not here, they go on to the next name. These people call these passengers names 50 times talking about the last call, but they kept making a call. And then I noticed that nobody was actually getting called on the standby list. So there was this non-revving pilot. I feel like he works for one of them private airlines because he had like a gray shirt. And I've actually had a conversation with a non-revving pilot that wore a gray shirt, and he was a private one. So he was there with his whole family. He couldn't get on flights. He said he tried for multiple days actually. And I was like, look, I don't got multiple days. My 3-day trip starts tomorrow and I have no service. So what he told me he did, he ended up buying revenue tickets. So he bought 4 revenue tickets. And I also noticed this is what people started doing, buying revenue tickets to get home because they couldn't get home. And that's how the seats were filling up that were open on the plane. So the last JetBlue flight out was, I want to say it was like 6. It was like 5, but it got delayed to 6. So what I ended up doing, guys, I bought a revenue ticket to go home. Do you know how much that revenue ticket was? I'll wait. $650, guys. $650 that I don't got. Cause y'all know us flight attendants are broke. Y'all, when I cross the street, I always gotta pay attention. I hate to be one of those people that's in my phone as I'm crossing the street. So I bought this revenue ticket, and everybody that I was talking to that was non-revving was also trying to get out of DR, and they all didn't want to stay another night. And I wasn't sure if you could sleep in the airport in DR. So I'm across the street. This sun is too hot, but I wasn't sure if you could sleep in the airport there, because when we came in at 3 a.m., it looked like they was just opening the terminals, and the ticketing area, it was like an open area. So basically you would have been sleeping outside, and nobody spoke English, so I was not risking that. I'd rather pay for a flight home than pay for another night at an all-inclusive hotel or wherever. What I've noticed is that T-Mobile has service in different countries. And I have AT&T, so I never have service in another country. So that's something to think about. I think I'm gonna switch plans soon if I plan to stay a flight attendant. But I don't know. Y'all, this walk actually wasn't that bad. I'm almost to my mother's house, actually. So at the airport, they have free Wi-Fi, but I literally used it all. Like, first I used my phone, used it all. I had my iPad from work, used their Wi-Fi, used it all. Then I pulled out my laptop, used all my Wi-Fi. I was running out of service. I said, nobody knows I'm stuck out here. All my friends, it was a girls' trip to DR. So all my friends were back. Nobody knew that I was still in DR, and it was 6 p.m. at this point. So my mother didn't know. I don't even know if my mother knew I was out the country at this point. And then I had a 3-day trip the next day starting at 6 a.m. So I said it's either get a no-call, no-show and an occurrence, but I'm not a person that likes to have a bad attendance record. I'm actually pretty punctual. Y'all know what? This whole time I've been walking, I haven't seen a bus go past yet. Anyway, I have an actually good record, and I don't want to tarnish it. But yeah, when I got back, I didn't reach home until about 1 a.m. I literally was in my house for 3 hours and went to work for a 3-day trip. So I literally didn't see my house for like a whole entire week. Because DR for 4 days and then 3 days on my trip. So you guys can imagine. Yeah, I know these shades is probably like throwing y'all off, and you can't see my eyes unless my head is bent, you heard? But yo, I'm actually almost at my mother's house. I can do this walk back home, and talking to y'all kept me company, so. But y'all, word to the wise, don't travel in August to the Dominican Republic especially. Be prepared to buy a ticket, because that's what I did. I know some of you can't afford that. Like, I can't find a $600 gift. I couldn't either, because let me tell y'all what happened also. So I went to go pay. Mind you, I was saving my rent money on my debit card. Hold on, crossing the street. Saving my rent money on my debit card, so I did not want to touch it. So I tried to use one of my credit cards, and that had to decline. It declined. So I figured that I was trying to buy too many flights, like the Zed fares. I kept trying to buy different Zed fares and stuff. So it declined. So it's like, what is she doing? She's in a whole different country buying mad flights. Who buys mad flights? So it declined. And then I said, let me give them my debit card. But I was like, you know what? Never mind, miss, because it's my rent money. Let me go to my next credit card. So I used my next credit card, paid for that. Lord knows if that would have declined, I really would have sat there and cried, literally. So I'm just glad to be back home. Oh, hold on.
You know the Afro Punk is over here?
I'm not sure where is that.
Okay.
Did they tell you?
Dean Street.
I just help somebody with directions, basically. But y'all, Non-revving is scary, okay? I feel like every time I try to non-rev, I have a problem. Every time my fiance uses my benefits, he gets where he's going, no matter if the fight is full or not. He somehow manages to get on. And every time I've tried to go somewhere, it never works. But y'all, this was my non-revving nightmare. I'll probably be scared to non-rev again. I'll probably do it to Europe and Asia because clearly when I went to London, I didn't have this problem. Y'all, comment down below if you had a non-revving nightmare. I would love to hear about it actually. And what did you wind up doing if you paid for a hotel to stay another night or paid for a regular ticket to get home? Let me know, I'm really interested. And be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for my next video, guys. Bye.